Hey folks, it's Pastor Rick, your Utah wine pastor, and today I've got a wine update for you. Kind of an exciting Zinfandel that I tried just yesterday, as a matter of fact. Going back a long time, I've been a fan of California wines and have followed California, and Zinfandel has always been one of my favorites. And one of the iconic winemakers in California is Helen Turley. And I have been wanting to try a Turley wine for a long time and never had the chance until this week. And I found what I thought was a pretty good priced Zinfandel at the big wine store here in Salt Lake and pulled a Turley California Zinfandel. And as I looked into it, at first, I was kind of disappointed because it turns out that this iconic winemaker of California, Helen Turley, has nothing to do with this particular wine. I figured with the name, there was got to be some connection. And it turns out that at one time, she was the winemaker for this winery, Turley Wine Cellars, that her brother Larry started in the early 90s. But by 1995, Helen had left that winery, had gone on to start her own winery, and consulted other wineries. So Larry Turley continued making, as it turns out, fantastic Zinfandel, over 50 different bottlings of Zinfandel in this wine cellar stable. So what I thought might have been disappointing at first, I figured even if Helen didn't have her hand in making this wine, that it was worth a try. And it turns out it was a good thing to try. I would tell you that $33 for an entry-level wine seemed a bit high to me. But when I looked at the price for other Turley Zins that are single vineyard in character, they start at over $50 a bottle. So 33 didn't seem like it was that outrageous to me, so I'm glad I took a swing at it. Uh, it has this classic California Zinfandel profile that I really love. Good upfront fruit, dark fruit especially, lots of spice on the palate, good finish but elegant. This is not a heavy blockbuster kind of wine. It tastes very refined. And in that case, I wouldn't pair it up with the biggest, heartiest dishes that you might want to try it with, but pair it up with elegant food, and this wine would go great. It's the 2022 Turley Old Vines Zinfandel, and it's the California bottling. So take a look for it in the big wine store on Third West. I'm sure you can find it there, and it runs about $33 a bottle. You might take a look at my website, utahwinepastor.com, and I put a full page of tasting notes for this wine under the weekly wine updates. So if you want a little more information about this, I gave it a good solid 4.5 point. This wine is really good rating, and I'd encourage you to try it too. And let's compare notes. So with that, I will just say cheers and amen. Take care.